Slumdog Millionaire, written by Indian author and diplomat Vikas Swarup, tells the rags-to-riches tale of a young Indian boy who becomes a millionaire by winning a game show similar to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Originally published in 2005 under the title Q&A, a nod to the trivia format that changes the protagonist's fate, the novel gained wider recognition after the 2008 film adaptation Slumdog Millionaire became a surprise hit and swept the Oscars. Since the movie's release, the novel is often marketed under the same title, though it differs in significant plot points and character development. Set in Mumbai, the story follows Ram Mohammad Thomas, an orphan whose name reflects the three major religions of India: Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. The novel opens with Ram being arrested and taken to the police station shortly after winning India's version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, called Who Will Win a Billion, W3B. Having won 1 billion rupees, the show's producers, unable to pay the prize, conspire with the police to arrest Ram on charges of cheating. During the police interrogation, Ram struggles to correctly answer basic questions posed by the officers, who remain convinced he must have cheated. His defense arrives in the form of Smita Shah, a childhood friend and a determined female lawyer. She confronts the police, asserting their actions are unlawful and demands to speak with Ram privately. With her intervention, Ram is released. Growing up in one of the world's poorest slums, Ram is wary of people's motives and skeptical of optimism. He can't understand why Smita would help him, but she explains that after seeing his arrest in the news, she suspected the police had acted illegally and wanted to seek justice on his behalf. However, she urges Ram to reveal the truth behind how an uneducated street kid, barely aware of current events, could answer such difficult questions on a game show. Ram insists he was simply lucky, that every question he faced was one he already knew. The remainder of the novel unfolds through 12 chapters, each revealing a story from Ram's life that explains how he knew the answer to each question on the show. Each chapter also highlights how Ram's street smarts prepared him to compete in Who Will Win a Billion. Ram's story begins with his abandonment as a baby, found in a donation box at a church in Delhi. His dark skin made it difficult for him to be adopted, leaving him to navigate the harsh realities of life from a very young age. Ram spends his early life in the church and grows close to Father Timothy, who becomes a mentor to him and teaches him the answer to the first question. As a young boy, Ram lives with his good friend and cousin, Salim, in an abandoned movie theater. One day, a family whose father recently lost his job moves in. Ram overhears and eventually sees the father routinely beat and molest his daughter. It's understood that this girl is none other than Smita. The father beats her so badly that she's sent to the hospital. Ram, who has bonded with her and wishes to protect her like his own sister, vows to look after her cat, but the father soon kills Smita's pet. At the end of the chapter, Ram pushes the father down the stairs, inadvertently killing him. After the death of Father Timothy, Ram and Salim are forced to live in a foster home operated by a man named Sethji. It's soon revealed that Sethji makes a living by making children perform sexual services for money. The two boys escape. Ram's working life includes an encounter with an eccentric Australian, Colonel Taylor, and a period as a bartender, where he hears a confession from a weeping man who contributed to his own brother's massive heart attack. Both of these stories give him information that allows him to advance in Who Will Win a Billion. Ram saves enough money to travel to Mumbai to see his best friend, Salim, but word gets around that he's carrying 50,000 rupees and a group of robbers attack them. He defends himself and kills one of his attackers in the process, but all of his money is stolen. Ram meets a beautiful young woman, Nita. Though she is forced to work as a prostitute, he quickly falls in love with her. She asks him not to call her beautiful, as her beauty is the reason her family selected her to be a sex worker in the first place. It's soon revealed that Prem Kumar, the host of Who Will Win a Billion, has abused Nita. In fact, Ram wanted to be a contestant on the show in the first place to extract revenge on Kumar. As a young man, Ram worked for a formerly popular Bollywood star, Neelima Kumari. She is kind to Ram, though her husband severely mistreats her. She ends up committing suicide to preserve her youthful appearance. For some time, he also works as a tour guide at the Taj Mahal. It's one of his better jobs, and Ram has a great time getting creative with certain stories related to the history of the Taj Mahal. When he goes on the game show, he is a waiter. The novel concludes with Ram as a free and wealthy man. He marries Nita and lives happily. For our full study guide on Q&A Slumdog Millionaire, click here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.